How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and back for another in my farming simulator Erlengrat series. And I brought you in a little bit early here, just because I wanted to make a couple of corrections, shall we say. This is actually episode 42. I did some recounting and went back and I was like, okay, what da 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 da, and I checked the videos, checked the things, and okay, so this is 42. This is episode 42, which is still in my mind, it still blows me friggin' away that we were 42 episodes in. Also, another thing I need to mention is, when I finished the last episode, I kind of screwed up. I screwed up and left the game running. I alt tabbed out. I went to the Giants website. I wanted to see what was going on over there, and I ended up typing up a pretty shall we say, open and honest review of Farming Simulator 25 and my non-recommendation for it. So while all of that was going on, the game was basically running. So it looks like it finished this field. It looks like it loaded up the trailer. I was not actually playing the game. It was just sitting here doing whatever it was doing, and time was passing by. So we are now in July 1st. Happy birthday to me! Ha ha! Anyway, we are July 1st. Canada's birthday too. Yeah. Let's get those flags waving. Get the flags waving, boys and girls. And if you're no longer a flag waving Canadian, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. That's all I got to say about that. There's a difference between your country and the person who's running it. And you should all be ashamed of yourselves, flying flags upside down and ripping them up and all that fucking bullshit. You know. Anyway, rant over on that. Those people ain't true Canadians. They're I don't know what they are, but they're definitely not true Canadians. That's all I got to say about that. Canadians don't desecrate the flag. Any more than Americans would, or should. Any more than anybody should. You don't desecrate your country's flag. It's very disrespectful to those who fought for it. But you know, people who live in a land of freedom and only have to worry about, you know, getting maybe a little underpaid or paying a little extra tax. You know, they aren't sitting there worried about where their next meal's coming from. They're living nice and cushy with their friggin' Dodge Rams and whatnot. You know, those people really don't understand. They don't understand. Oh, I gotta pay an extra $30 on your cable bill. Well, at least you have cable. At least you have free health care. At least you have, yeah. Give me a reason why you're hanging the flag upside down or whatever. It's just another rant. Just another rant of mine. Give me a reason you're hanging the flag upside down. Oh, because this guy introduced a carbon tax. Really? Really? That's your entire reason for saying you want to leave Canada? Because somebody introduced a tax? A tax that you really haven't even probably noticed? Pretty sure you probably noticed the benefits, though, if you got any young kids who are currently going to the dentist for free. I'm pretty sure you noticed the benefits. or your increase in your GST check there, or the fact that you're not going to have to pay the GST taxes for this Christmas holiday season, and that you're going to get a $250 check in the mail come January. But everything sucks. Our country blows chunks, right? Hey, I don't understand. It's like blaming the government for the prices in the grocery stores, or blaming the government for the prices on vehicles. Like, get your head out of your ass. Government's got nothing to do with that shit. That's corporate greed. That is corporate greed, and you know what? Being somebody who actually works at an automotive dealership, I really haven't seen people stop buying vehicles. So, if you want to talk about the high price of vehicles, maybe you should do something about it. Maybe you should stop buying them. Stop buying them while the price is high. It's called supply and demand. You want to know? You want to know why toilet paper is fucking $20 for a friggin' pack of 20? It's like $1 a friggin' roll. You want to know why toilet paper is $1 a friggin' roll? What happened during COVID? You couldn't buy the shit. It was gone. People stockpiled it. You want to know why? You want to know why toilet paper is $1 a fucking roll? Because morons out there are buying it at $1 a roll. You want to really see supply and demand? Do a little rewind back to when people stopped driving during COVID. People stopped driving during COVID. The price of gas went from $1.40 a liter, $1.40 a liter, which is where it's at pretty much right now. But it went from $1.40 a liter down to 89 cents a liter during COVID, because nobody was driving. There was a gas surplus. They dropped the price to get people to buy it. And then as soon as COVID was over and everything was open again, everybody's out driving again. Where's the price? We're back up at $1.40. And you're sitting here blaming the government for that. You're sitting here blaming the government for that. It's the government's fault gas is so expensive. No, it's not. It's called fucking supply and demand. That's how commodities work. That's how commodities like food, commodities like gas, commodities like anything, water, power, that's how it works. Supply and demand. The bigger the demand, the more it's going to cost. Guess who drives the demand, folks? Enough said on that topic. I mean, we're playing a game right here, which is supply and demand. The more I supply, the lower the price goes. The more they demand, the higher the price goes. That's the way it goes. That's the way of the world. Now, is there price gouging? Of course there's fucking price gouging. Price gouging is built into our system. And there's a reason price gouging is built into our system. Do you know why? I'll give you a hint. It's got to do with corporations. I'll give you another hint. It's got to do with stocks. This is one thing that people don't understand about corporations, about public corporations. Public corporations exist to make money. Public corporations public corporations are required to make money. And they're required to make more money, and more money, and more money. They're not required to make the same amount of money they made last year. They're required to make more than they made last year. So every single year that passes, a corporate entity is required to make more money. Required, by law, to make more money. That's the job. That's the job of a corporation, to make shareholders money. So, if they made X amount of money off us last year, they got to make more money off us this year. They made X amount of money off us this year, they got to make more off us next year. And that just builds and builds and builds and builds until things are so damn expensive that you can't afford to fucking buy bread anymore. It's a broken system. It is a broken system that is designed to elevate the 1% and leave the rest of us crying in our soup. And when I say the 1%, I mean the 1%. I mean the same people who are backing political leaders. You know, certain political leaders. I won't say which ones. Currently not the ones in office. The ones in office get their money from the people, not the corporations. The ones that are trying to get into office are the ones that are getting money from corporations. That's how they can afford to cut everything. That's how they can afford to cut all the social programs, because they don't need URI. They just need URI for votes. They don't need URI for actually what they're doing. They need corporations for that. They need to be friendly with corporations, not you and I. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. We pay higher taxes with the liberals, but we get more social programs. We pay lower with the conservatives, but we get nothing for it. That's the way it has been. That's the way it always has been. Corporations do great under the conservatives. People get nothing. The average worker gets squat. Except tax breaks. The average person will get some tax breaks. The only reason the average person gets a tax break is because that same tax break helps out corporate entities. That's the only reason. That's it. The only tax break you're ever going to see under a conservative is a tax break that helps out a corporate entity. One of their corporate buddies. So you might see the carbon tax vanish. You might see that happen. Not saying it won't happen. I'm saying it probably will happen. But the reason it happens isn't because of you or I. It's not because they're trying to help you or I out. It's because they're trying to help their corporate buddies out. They're lowering shipping fees. They're lowering transportation costs. Making corporations money. Ain't because of you or I. That's just like how they went after unions. That wasn't to help you or I. That wasn't to lower prices for anybody. That was to kick the blue-collar workers in the teeth. But, you know, people seem to forget that. People forget when that stuff happens. Because they're too wrapped up in their current problems to remember what happened the last time. I always say, there's a reason the last guy was voted out. Just like, 3-4 years down the road, when people are going, oh my god, everybody needs to vote in the Liberals. There's a reason why the Liberals are going to be voted out this time. There's a reason why the Conservatives were voted out last time. There's a reason. People don't remember that. They just say, oh, the other guy's got to be better. No, they weren't any better last time they were in. In fact, the last time the Conservatives were in, the veterans got attacked big time. They closed like 19 veteran affair offices. Slashed vet benefits. There was all kinds of shit that happened last time. Harper was brutal. The only reason he had a surplus was because he took away everything that he was giving people. That's the only reason he had a surplus. Very easy to have a surplus when you're not paying people. And everybody forgets all the crying to get him out. And everybody forgets how his surplus vanished very quickly when he realized he was going to be out. He spent that so fast. He spent that surplus so quickly when he realized that he was going to be out. That he didn't have a surplus when he left. When he left office, the surplus was gone. So, I like it. Nowadays, everybody's like, oh, well, Conservatives had a surplus last they were in. No, they didn't. They burned the surplus before they left. It's like poisoning a well. How they used to during wars or during battlefields, or I mean, even nowadays. Even I just heard it happening with Russia and Ukraine. They will mine farmers' fields, so you can't farm. Russia went in, took over territory. The first thing they did was plant mines in the farm fields, so that the farms couldn't operate. I mean, they didn't mine them for tanks. They mined them so the farmers couldn't farm, so they couldn't produce food. And then when they left, their mines were there, and that was basically it. You're kicking us off your land. We're gonna make it so you can't use your land. And so they plant landmines in the farmers' fields. And it's going to take months, if not years, to clear those mines so the farmers can get back to farming. Which, personally, I think that should be a war crime. I think it should be a war crime to disrupt the food of a civilian population that is not involved in the war. That should be a war crime. If you are on an active battle line, if you are on an active war front, and you want to prevent them from coming to you, then yeah, I think mines are the way to go. You plant mines; they can't cross the mine line without getting blown up. So it kind of protects you. It's like a deterrent, like a protective whatever. But just leaving mines in farmer fields, so the farmers, just out of spite. It's spite. That's all it is. Leaving mines in a farmer's field so they can't farm when they take back their land. that is beyond spite. It, like I said, it should be a war crime. There was no reason to plant mines. No reason to mine all those farmers' fields, other than to stop food production. Which, like I said, that should be a war crime. Just as much as attacking, attacking a first aid, a vehicle marked with first aid markings. It should be that level of a war crime. All right. So let's take a quick look because it is the 1st of July, which means it's a new month. So let us take a look at our fields and see what we got going on here. As far as growth, 9.2 is going to be ready to harvest next month. So 9.2 is going to be good to go. The edge of 9.3 is going to be good to go. I don't know if next month or the month after, but it'll be ready to go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, I had a thought about months, talking about months. And when I actually look at my months, when I look at my categories for months, and I add that to the trees actually go by days. They go by how many, or I should say, trees go by hours. So it doesn't really matter how many days are in a month, or how many months are in a, or how many hours are in a day, or how long a day takes to go by. The trees will always grow at the rate of per hour. So I could have 20 days in a month. I could have 1 day in a month. It doesn't make a difference as to how fast the trees grow. The speed of a day makes a difference. Like when it speeds up overnight, that's definitely getting the trees to grow faster because, the hours are passing faster. But as far as how many days there needs to be in a month, that has no effect on the trees. So I don't feel obligated to keep it at what it is. I actually want to drop it from 5 days to 4 days. That way we're more roundabout, where a day would equal a week. So we'd have 4 days in a month, which is 4 weeks in a month. So I think that's what I want to do. It seems a little more, I guess, balanced. So each day would be considered a week. So days per month, I'm going to drop that down to 4 days per month. And it says changes will take effect in the next season. So we have to wait for the season. I don't mind that. But I do want 4 days in a month. And I'm still leaving seasonal growth turned off because I don't want to be stuck, with the season changes and all that stuff. If I was going to have seasons, then I would probably... I would probably have a lot of trouble right now if I actually had seasons active. Because even with 5 days, you've seen how hard it is sometimes to get fields done in the 1 month, to get them harvested, replanted, and everything cultivated. It's hard to get it all done in a month. I would almost have to take it back to real time, but then I would be waiting a ridiculous amount of time for the fields to grow. So there's downsides for either way you look at it. And I just think the balance that we have right now is good. The only thing I need to do is shift off 1 day to the month. Everything else seems to be well balanced. And I'm trying to maintain that balance of having fun, but not removing the challenge. I try to maintain that balance. I want the game to still be, a challenging farming game, without it being like work. basically, without it feeling like I'm actually going to work. You know, I want it to still be a game, is what I'm saying. I want it to still be a game, not a chore. So I think the little adjustments that I keep making here and there um, are going to be working out. They're working out for the enjoyment of the game, but not taking away the challenge of the game, the fun of the game. It's enjoying, but it's not too easy. I mean, if it was too easy, I would not currently have a debt of like 200,000. But I will be glad when that debt is gone, and then we can work on our next debt. We have yet to have what I would consider to be a heavy tractor. I mean, my John Deere. My John Deere is a decent tractor. It's a large tractor. It's classified large. It is a decent tractor, but it is not what I would consider a heavy tractor. It is. I would consider it to be. I would consider it to actually be a medium tractor, as far as power goes. When it comes to size, it's definitely a large tractor. But when it comes to power, when you got beasts out there that'll do 600 horsepower, 300 horsepower is considered medium to me. That's midway. I think anything over 450 I would consider to be heavy, if we want to talk about actual numbers. I think over 450 I would consider heavy. Anything up to 450, but like over maybe 250, I would consider that to be a medium. So like 250 to 450, I would consider medium. It's just we have me and Giants has different opinions on things. Actually, we have a lot different opinions on a lot of stuff, but that's one thing. It's what we consider medium and light, and yeah. You can actually get some quote unquote small tractors that outpower some of the lower medium tractors. So I almost wonder if Giants is talking about size when they say that, like what their actual size is, physical size. I don't know. I don't know what they use to measure their small, medium, and large tractors. Well, see, that's not going to work. Boom. Oh man, this is great. I don't think I'm going to make it up the hill with this. I don't think this puppy's got the power, but we'll see. Oh, look at those straps. I love it. Let's see if this puppy will make it up the hill. I have some serious doubts. Come on, buddy. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. Oh, we're dropping. We're dropping. We're dropping. Let's kick on the cruise and just see if she'll power through. It's doing pretty good. Like a boss. Look at it going. That is not a load I would have expected it to be able to get up this hill. But it is just powering through. Look at this sucker. This is beautiful. I love this thing. Way to go, buddy. Oh, hell, if you can make it up that hill, you can make it up the other hills. All right. So, we don't currently have a corn header for our, or do we? No, I think we rented one last time. Corn, however, is going to be a repeat item, so I'm thinking that I should probably buy a corn header because I'm going to keep planting corn. So I think, me should invest in a corn header for the combine. Oh, climb, you five-wheeled beast! God damn, I want one of these. Like real life, I want one of these. This thing is amazing. And see, there we go. Talking about advertising. Talk about advertising. John Deere, I want one of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with it or where I'm going to store it, but shit. I would take it to the corner store. I would take it to go get milk. It is a pretty sweet tool. Pretty sweet little vehicle. Seen a lot of pictures of them. I've seen a lot of pictures of them online. I've never actually driven one myself. I know they're not as easy to handle as it looks here. But I do know that they are somewhat beefy as far as what you can do with them. People that like them seem to really like them. Or I should say people that own them seem to really like them. Okay. We got bottom ones disappearing before top ones. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. Like, this is... huh? Well, we made like $7,000 on that load. Let's see what we make on this. We made $7,000 on that load. It was like 6,970 something like that. So this is definitely going to put us over the $7,000 mark with that pallet. What do we get from that? 205? Yeah, that'll put us over the $7,000 mark. And we got bread over here, which that gives us what, a couple grand for bread? I think we get a couple grand for bread. We'll just drive that on over. Zoom zoom. Love this little trailer. Be nice if it was a tiny bit smaller, maybe. If I had a trailer that was a tiny bit smaller for, really? Tiny bit smaller for the motorbike. This would be a nice trailer for the truck. But it'd be nice if I had a trailer that was a little tiny bit smaller for the motorbike. Or for the, whatever you want to call this, the John Deere truck. That said, I might get a quad. I believe there was a John Deere quad as well. That also had a little back box on it. It would have more power. It would have more power than this little bike. I'd still use this little bike. Most definitely. I would still use this little bike. But for small loads and such, I'd probably use the quad. Woo! So I actually think I want to get rid of the truck and its extensions. I think I want to sell that, depending on what we can make out of it. We can make 20 off the truck. Where are the truck's components? We make 4 off of that. So that's 20, we'll say 24. 24. Now the rest in trailers are 24 and another 7. So we'll say 31 there. What the hell's the other one? That one's a flat deck. Low loaders? There it is. And 3 from that. So, I don't know, close to 40 almost. Well, not close to 40, more like 35. So let's start selling. Let's start selling this stuff off. It was useful when I got it. I did put it to use. But it is no longer needed. And that is basically how life goes on a farm. You get equipment, you use the equipment. When the equipment's no longer needed, you sell her off. Alright, speaking of equipment. Next month we are going to need a corn header. No. Go to buying. Corn header. 53 for the John Deere 608. That's a 6 meter wide. What's my current one? 7.6. So I want something that's at least 7.6 so I don't have to redo the course play. There's a 9. But it is 79. Oh, what do we got here? We got a 6, 5.5. Those are even narrower. That's a good price though. What is that? That's a 6? That's a 6. This is also a 6? That's also a 6. John Deere 608C. This one's a John Deere 843. What's the difference? It's the same width. I don't see the difference, but there's a price difference. This guy's got lights and all kinds of stuff. Maybe it folds up. I don't know. You know, I just need the basic one. I just need something to get me corn. So this one looks good. If I gotta redo the course play, I gotta redo the course play. Whatever. The good thing here is it's not gonna bust our bank. Alright, now on to vehicles. The hell are you? What? The hell kind of machine are you? It's a harvester. Some kind of harvester. It's got the harvester. What do you call it? It's the arms. What does it harvest? It harvests wheat. It harvests corn. It harvests everything. It'll even pick up silage. Or make silage. Weird. Anyway, I'm not seeing what I'm looking for here. Is it here? Oh, there's the John Deere one right there, 26. What does it got for a motor? 23? What's this got? 23. It's the same motor. Well, that one's got 83. Why is that cheaper? Why is this cheaper? It's got a bigger motor. Smaller gas tank. Higher, it's got a higher, what? Why is this cheaper? I don't understand why this is cheaper. That's fine, I don't need to understand. All I need to know is it's cheaper, it's got a bigger engine. It does have a ball hitch. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can paint our little trailer here to match our new bike. Or our new quad, I should say. I like my little John Deere bike. I actually really like my little John Deere bike. I'm gonna use it when I need to move around like 1 pallet or 2 pallets or something like that. Like 1 pallet or a small load of something like seeds or something. Or a bag if I gotta go to town to get like 1 bag of something. Darn right I'll use it. I think that's the color. Sweet. There we go. Just like that. Okay. I think that's the red. Might be a darker red, but we'll see. Okay, you were gonna park. Love this little guy. I'm actually gonna move this guy out of here. Put him over here. I'm gonna put you right here. Because you are 100% our sprayer. So we're gonna put you there. Squeeze this guy in beside you. Actually, I shouldn't say squeeze. It doesn't have to squeeze. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to widen this guy. Did I want to widen this guy? Let's take a look. It's kind of one of those, do I really want to do that? Because your tracks, you can go EU3 or US. US is a little wider too. 3 meter. US is, but US has narrower tracks. Look at the track difference. The width of the tracks. EU 3 meter. I think EU 3 meter is what I want. It doesn't really seem to change anything other than the looks. But I do like the wider tracks and the wider stance. That just looks, I don't know. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look like a beast. That looks like a beast. Okay, we're going with that. Don't need to customize anything else because I think I'm on the biggest engine I can get. Alright. 337, 309. Yeah, we're on the biggest engine we can get. Yeah. Did I? Wait, did I already customize it? Hold on. I gotta go back in here now. Customize. She's not customized yet. Okay, so I do have to do the EU 3 meters. There we go. And then hit customize. Yes. Okay, now we're good. That's a better stance. That ain't gonna roll over. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get it in as tight as I could in other places, but it's a better stance. It's gonna have a harder time rolling over. More stable on the hills, as it were. Alright. Okay, we got that trailer there. It should have its own. I think I got the perfect place for this. Right here. Perfect. Alright. Hello, potato planter. This should probably be over with our cedars. Although, there's not really anywhere I can put it here. We'll drop that there. Drop this here. This one, maybe the green one. Grab the green guy. Where'd he go? Shove this guy in here. He's going to be one of those somewhat rarely used until we get a lot more potato farming stuff going. Okay. Good, good. Good, good. Gonna grab our rock guy. He's coming out. And going in this last bay. Straight in all by himself. Because he's a big son of a bitch. Drone is going to follow suit. He's also a big son of a bitch. Crone isn't necessarily getting his own bait though. I'm going to put Crone with the toys. Crone's going to go in with the toys. So you're gonna get a half bay. Crone's gonna get himself a half bay. And then the toys can park beside him. And we'll park this guy here. Or this one. And we'll park the toys there. This guy doesn't really need any kind of crazy parking or stuff. He can actually I can pull him in. Hold on. I pull him in forward like. If I come in forward with him, I can just back him up against the post, pretty much. Well, like that. And then the four-wheeler should be able to scoot right by him. Alright. Rum rum. Okay. Can open the back down. Wonder if that means I could put a couple of pallets back there side by side. If I could drop the back down. Wonder if that's what that means. It also has tension belts, which is great. Do not see a tilt option though. I don't see an unload / tilt option. Unless it's built in. Like it could be a like an unload here. So when you put something back there, you might have to drive up to a place where you can unload it, like you could unload a trailer. Jesus, this thing's got freaking speed to it. Not speed, it's got more power than it's got a grip. Alright, so this is going to be the setup for this guy. He's going to have his four-wheeler, the four-wheeler with the trailer. We're carrying kind of moderate loads. And yes, he can scooch right by here. Not a problem at all. Tons of room. Alright. Perfect. Okay, now I gotta go get my, how much is the trailer for one of those things? I don't need a big one, I just need a small one. What do they call those? Header trailers. Oh, those are cheap. Really cheap. What's this guy? Does it extend or anything, or extension color, spare wheel? Oh, I don't want a spare wheel. Costs 500. Extension color. Extension color. I don't understand what the extension color is for. Like, this doesn't seem to have an extension on it. Don't know which one to go with. Like, this looks like it should be able to carry the thing that's there, right? I should be able to carry my headers, by the looks of it. Doesn't look like it's too big. But this one's got an extension on it. I wish I knew how the extension worked. Alright. Let's go with this one and we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Oh, I can go John Deere with the... Nice. Actually, rim color I think should be yellow. John Deere yellow! Alright. Okay. Now let's hope and pray that, we can actually use it for our headers, because there was no like combination thing or anything like that to say what it worked with. So fingers crossed. Woo. That's fine, we'll just cut across field. Fingers crossed we can bring our header home on it. Yow! I cleared the road there. Oh, hold on. Yowza! She can get away from you pretty damn easy, this guy. Okay. So there's our header. We got our header trailer. Now, unfold cutter trailer. Wait, why does it say cutter trailer? What is going on right now? I don't know what's going on right now. Am I supposed to drive? Am I supposed to back up to it? Oh. Okay. So I can extend out the back of the trailer. How do I load the header on? I don't even know if this is the right trailer. This might not be the right trailer. It says cutter, and I don't think that's a... Well, that's a... No, that's a header. Oh, there it is. Combinations. I need that. I need this guy. Okay. Alright, so let's buy this. We'll sell back the other one. Hopefully we don't lose anything selling back the other one. Oh, those are header trailers. This one. Oh, I think we lost a little bit, but not a whole pile. Okay, so this is the one we need. The combination was actually on the other thing. Okay. So how do I load you onto this now? Please tell me I don't actually need the combine here to load you up. Like I need the combine here to actually load it up. Ay, ay, ay. Pretty sure I need the combine here to load it up. Oh, it extends too. It shrinks. Look at that. Okay. I see how you go on there, I think. But I don't see how you go on there. I thought these things auto-loaded. I had one in my I'm sure I had one in my other game that auto-loaded. Maybe I had a mod one. Is there a... No. But, I don't know. None of these really say anything about anything. I need to say anything about auto-loading. Sometimes I'll hide them down here. What is this? From a ball hitch to a three-way? Four-way? Interesting. Not seeing it. I could have swore... I could have swore that I had a header trailer that had auto loading on it. I could have swore I did. Is it in here with the headers, maybe? No. Is it in here with the corn headers? No. Is it in with the trailers? Some modders will have things in weird places. No. The hell is this? The hell? How does that work? And what does that work with? Oh. That's for towing around the widespan vehicle thing. That's kind of weird. Okay. Anyway. So I'm not seeing a header trailer here. What I am seeing is I'm gonna have to. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna bring my harvester all the way over here. That's why I got the damn trailer. Fine. Let's bring this over here like this. We'll bring our combine over. I probably just drive home with it on the combine. It's not like it's, you know, a massively wide header. It's probably the width of the combine. Oh, no, you're not what I want. How did I get in you? I was standing in front of this. Let's go. Oh. Oh, when it's folded up, it's got the walkway off the front. When you unfold it, the walkway goes to the side. Okay, so now I pick this up. If I bring it over to the trailer, drop it on the trailer. Did that auto lock? It did. It auto locked to the trailer. Or did it? No, I think it's just going wherever the hell I put it. And it's like sticking there. Which, okay, whatever. It is what it is. So it glues itself to the top of the trailer until the combine comes against it. Basically. Potatoes! Right through the trees. Alright. Our combine has returned. Vroom vroom. You scared the shit out of that guy. Stop. Wasn't even steering. It was just, it'd go left and then it'd go right and then it'd skip left. There's no oversteer on this vehicle. It just goes. Oversteering is not a thing. You even touch the steering, you're gone. She'll turn right sideways. See? Just touching the steering and she's gone sideways. Oh, come off it. Don't make me get a tractor to pull this out. This thing's got enough juice. Boy. Fine, we'll build up a little speed. Then we'll freaking go up. There. Alright. Back to the barn. Okay, we got our corn header. We got our quad with our newly painted trailer. We got our tractor fixed, which is good. It needed fixed. So it's good to go now. Alright. We've got 3 more days until our field's ready. How are you guys doing? 24 animals. You guys have 106 animals. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's take a look at you guys, actually. Up over to our animal husbandry section here. Let's see what we got. In our chicken coop, we got some chicks. Got some female chickens. Got some male chicks. They only sell for $1. That kind of sucks. At 3, we got a bunch of you at 6 months. Somebody at 14. We got 20 coming up to puberty. Well, we got 7 that are kind of effective, but not really. All right. Excuse me. Seals are at 14 months, but they have 0 reproduction. So let's sell them. How many chicks do we have? We have 20 chicks. Huh. I don't think chickens is where we're going to make money. I think sheep's where we're going to make money. Let's check our sheeps out. Okay, what do we got? We got 24 to 65. So we got 17 months, 4 months. 17 months, 4 months, and 4 months. Okay. So we got 4 lambs. Sell you guys. We got some Welsh. Got some Steins. 4 of them. Okay, let's sell them off. Okay, we'll keep the Stein. How many of those do I have? Also have 4 of those. Okay, keep the Steins. What do you guys have? 4. How many of you do I have? 4. Jeez. How many of you do I have? 4. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I need a male. One male. Because that helps with reproduction if you have the one male. Okay. Alright. Got a male in there, got a rooster in here. Here's our rooster. And we got some male chicks, which I think we'll have to get rid of the male chicks. How many of those we have? 14. Jesus. Let's get rid of all but one. Get rid of all but one. Got 11 of them. 11 of them. 12. Oh yeah, we had like 20 of these guys. That's the 2 month ones. Yeah. Alright. We still got a lot of corn and a lot of canola. How's our market doing for that? Canola is up at the supermarket. Corn is not really. Canola we can make 882 at the supermarket, which is up. So how about we sell off our corn at the supermarket? Or wait, canola. Canola. We'll sell off our canola at the supermarket. Corn we're going to hold on to until it gets better. Off to the supermarket we go. Supermarket is behind the dealership. Dang it. Really? I turned more than that. I was pretty sure I turned more than that. Oops. Alright, here we go. Let's see what 19,000 gets us. 17,000. Alright. Let's head to our bank. Pay back a few things here. Well, we're down below the 200,000 mark. That's a good thing. This thing handles like a tank now with the wider wheelbase. Drives much nicer. Not as chaotic. Alright, let's drop this back off. Park it in this little nighty-night shed. And there we go. Alright. There's our equipment. That's gonna be it for yet another episode. Not bad. We're making some money. We're getting close to having our next phase of farming. We got our crops getting ready to go. Next episode should be our corn harvest. I don't know why I keep doing that when what I mean to do is open the freaking map. So next episode is going to be our corn harvest. And then, of course, we get into the massive job of replanting, cultivating. Probably needs... I'm willing to bet it's going to need lime next run. I'm willing to bet it's going to need lime next run. Says it needs plowing, but that's... Everything always needs plowing. So I'm willing to bet we're going to need lime. Well, we need lime on these two, definitely. But I'm willing to bet we're going to need lime on the whole fields. Anywho, that's a next time problem. Alright, so take care, everybody. This is Jody and signing off. I'm actually going to log out for real this time. Instead of just letting the game run. So have a good one, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.